Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Episode von der Stanley Parable. Wir wollten durch die rote Tür diesmal gehen und schauen mal, wo uns das hinführt.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Angst?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Cool. Das ist voll schön. Der Fug?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Ich will hier eigentlich auch nicht raus. Sieht voll schön aus. Ich will wissen, was hier noch passiert. Kann aber nicht runterspringen. Ich wollte es gerade mal probieren. Ich glaube, wir sollen jetzt auch echt weitergehen wieder. Das ist aber so schön und bunt. Guckt euch das doch an. Schöne Sterne. Bunt. Oh, komm.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please... No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me? I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Oh Mann. Dann bringe ich mich halt wieder um. Puh. Aber es ist schön, dass die Leute daran gedacht haben. Oder wer auch immer das Spiel gemacht hat. Weiß es gar nicht.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
So, wir haben noch die normale, den normalen Weg vor uns.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Das ist super! Wer denkt sich das aus?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Ich kann echt nicht aufhören zu lachen. Das Spiel ist so niedlich. Es ist so gut. Es hat sich gelohnt, es zu kaufen.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Na, wir haben noch hier Escape offen. Ganz vergessen.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Okay. Was?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Was?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Was? Was? Ist eine Kunstgalerie oder was? Cool. Okay. Wo sind denn diese Clips jetzt?
It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively if you have even the most fundamental understanding.
Okay. Das ist eine coole Kiste. Ich hätte jetzt gerne noch das normale, ich sag mal, normale Story gesehen, der ich folge. Was haben wir hier? Okay. Es ist voll interessant. Trailers. Es ist cool. Wirklich von vorne bis hinten. Sehr, sehr geil. Also, kreative Credits. Komm wieder hoch. Okay.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time choose.
Menü. Ich könnte quitten. Okay, kommt da jetzt nichts mehr? Ah, ich kann aber selber auf Begin the Game klicken. Ich will auch den normalen Pfad sehen.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Das klingt anders als das, was ich eben gehört habe.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Was? Wie er auch keinen Bock hat. Super. Wenn ich das einmal gemacht habe, hat er echt keinen Bock mehr auf mich. Das ist gut. Das ist einfach nur gut. Schön. Wirklich schön.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine...
Okay, und nü?
blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Schön. Ich glaube, damit haben wir echt jedes Ending gesehen. Also, glaube ich zumindest. Ich wüsste jetzt nicht, wo noch irgendwelche wären. Da gerade ein Telefon geklingelt? Klingelt ein Telefon.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Was? Menü?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, ich hätte gedacht, dass die Boxen hier vielleicht irgendwie ankommen. Und ich dann einfach hier runter kann.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Also anscheinend habe ich sie alle jetzt gesehen. Behaupte ich jetzt mal. Ja. Ich denke mal, das war ein kurzes Let's Play insgesamt. Für ein Spiel, das man eigentlich nicht Let's Playen sollte, finde ich. Nach dem, was ich jetzt so gesehen habe. Ja, ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet Spaß. Also ich hatte auf jeden Fall Spaß. Und wir sehen uns dann im nächsten Mal, oder? Wir gucken mal, was auf Quid passiert. Nichts weiter. Gut. Dann sehen wir uns im nächsten Let's Play. Macht's gut. Bis dann. Tschüss.